It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 12 at the 20-yard line.
Gibson again. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals.
Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Douglas, the man in motion. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Patriots had 3 and 8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Behringer in punt formation for the Patriots.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Davis now to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Chargers.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. Oh, he put him on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and pick.
Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake after the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, Gibson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's your first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And down to the 36-yard line here. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Herbert now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Good for our Patriots. First down.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
A second down throw for Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, 57 yards. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brissett's throw hauled in by Bell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brissett on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
So
they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got a full head of steam. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Justin Herbert
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Brissett.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brissett sets to throw it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Quentin Johnston
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Osborne on the return from his end zone.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patriots, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Douglas, the man in motion. Here we go on second and 12. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second and 8.
Back to throw again. He finds Douglas complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Going deep to the end zone for Juju.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That is caught.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The Chargers 8-yard line.
One more time with Gibson.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a throw?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
He can't get him down. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They snap it to Herbert. Forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd and 4. The pass to Henry is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now Herbert, he'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got it to Gibson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The false start backs them up 5, first and 15. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
He gets it to
and he lost the football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're hungry.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading